Alright. What is fucking good, my brothers? Brothers and sisters. POV, my bro, what's good? What's good? What's happening, bro? Long time, I know. How you been, my bro? What's been happening? Staying away from the props, bro. I'm low-key. I'm considering the same, my bro. I'm gonna set a bank account fucking balance target, and when I get to that point, I might switch to a live account for a period and just trade a really small, like 10k live, the same as if I was funded with 2k fucking 50k accounts. What's good, sharp that, my brother? What's going on? Oh, static drawdown. I rate it. Forex low key have the better fucking they have the better fucking drawdown rules. 10k account, 10k drawdown, or 8k drawdown. Any profit you make increases your drawdown. This whole end of day shit is definitely a futures downfall. I like long to this high, honestly. And we've had this inversion, tiny one, albeit. But in my opinion, I think we reprice higher. Yeah. We had this 15-minute inversion here, which has swept this low. Swept this low as well. Quite an aggressive buyout. I'd probably be bullish until, you know, probably just yesterday's price action all the way up here, to be honest. Obviously I wasn't trading earlier, but this here is like, we didn't get to 50%, but we came close. I honestly just got on, but I like this as an idea. For 1.5. Fuck, beautiful, bro. Still killing the game, eh, PLV? What are you trading these days, man? What time frame? Yes. There was a period where I was like trading CSDs, but honestly, I really just want to fucking stick to one thing and then just refine it. So for me, it's just gonna be a 2 or 5,000 inversion setup. As long as we've swapped the external, like here. This is an external low from the open. Inverse this, although it's small. You know, realistically take that for long. Same applies here. Obviously, you just have to be bias correct. But once we get this close here, whether the retracement or this close, you know, these sort of things. But just looking at what we're here now, this to me looks like it makes sense. I'm not in it though. I'd rather just stay patient. Is this your CISD off here? Or is it... What's CISD again? Last down close candle, I forget. What's good, Martin? What's good, my brother? Lower, look left. It's not bad in Midford, is it? Be crazy if it is. G me out. Fuck, that's crazy, bro. That's bad. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Long time no speak, bro. Long time no speak, my man. Fuck me. Years at this point, bro. But I miss you as well, bro. Honestly. What are you doing these days? I know you were, I think I saw you were like up north or down south for a bit. All the line across the fuck. Honestly, bro, for me, I got out of all crypto. Yeah, bad, bro. Living in Austin would be sick. But no, I sold all crypto when I quit my job. And I went all in on trading, to be honest, so I've been out of touch with it, but Dan's heavy in research with that. D-Steph. He loves it, bro. And he knows a lot about it. Bro, he loves it. It's... Yeah, suss it out. I mean, crypto is always going to have fucking bigger returns, but bigger fluctuations as well. Like, you can make a lot more percentage increases quicker. But you can also fucking lose money just out of nowhere. Like this shit. I'll get back into it, but at the moment I'm just trying to focus on making money from trading. Loves a cheeky gamble, bro. Trading at the end of the day, it's gambling as well, you know. It's just with trading you can actually fucking, once you've been doing it for long enough, number one, long enough isn't actually the most important thing, but you just understand how things work like a little bit more, and it gives you a bit of an edge like this stuff. It's just like what card counting is. Walk in, play blackjack. The odds aren't in favor, but if you can card count, they slowly get in your favor. And yeah, just staring at this fucking shit for too long, bro. Like, for example, to an uneducated person, I'm not saying you're uneducated, but like this here, this is a massive, what we call gap. When these happen, generally they get retraded and then fucking goes lower. So it's happened twice. Like, trade back into it, go lower, trade back into it, go lower. There's people that'll wait their whole fucking year just for this to happen to take advantage of and make more money than just investing. And it doesn't happen that often, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean it's perfect, but it's likely. I'm a fucking retard, so I trade lower time frames and wig the fuck out, lose money and make money, and it's fun. Well, I'm not the best person to learn from, bro, to be honest, but I'm in way too deep to fucking give up now. That's the best way to put it. And I'm too stubborn as well. Alright, back. Nah, fucking up, bro. Appreciate that. It's always the fucking people who you least expect to support you most, bro. Which I fucking appreciate, you know what I mean? I'm outside of my comfort zone, bro. You know me, I was still an introvert at heart, bro. And just put myself out there feels weird, but I've been doing this shit for long enough anyway, so I might as well just start fucking sharing the journey anyway. The videos that I post, I have videos that are 3 years old that are the exact same, and I just never posted them. Probably started when I was 19, so six years ago, but I was just trading, like honestly I was trading ETFs and lithium stocks on the ASX. Had a few W's, few losses, but I was actually positive when I was doing that. And then yeah, but how many people out there would have content that they don't post, but probably could help someone? So that's, now I just frame it like that. Like, do I care about posting it? Yes, but will this help someone? More likely. So I just fucking post it, bro, and I don't really care anymore. But shout out that started trading when I was 19, ASX and ETFs and whatnot. And then I had a lot of money invested, and then I started fucking around with that. The more I got into trading, trying to like time shit, and I started going poorly, obviously. And then heavily invested into trading education, went on a holiday, convinced myself that I could fucking make money on a cruise, put 50k in a live account, lost 25k in fucking 3 days on this cruise. And then that was like my first trading thing where I was like, you know, fluctuating P&L and shit. And then from that I was hooked, so I learned more. I was working in sales, did Forex, Propfirms, did alright, costs were fucking low as, got a payout, got confident that it was possible, quit my job, went all in on full-time futures for like a year, and then lost all my money, lost everything, quit trading last June for what, 5-6 months, and then saved some money back up, and quit my job again. I just fucking send it, bro. But with a much higher respect for money, that's for sure. Much higher respect for fucking money. But all in 6 years, to answer the question simply, I was ramble on like fucking spastic. Full time, 1.5, I'd say. Full time unprofitably. Full time unprofitably for 1.5 years. But that just comes down to my sales job that I had, which paid me fucking pretty well. Allowed me to sustain without a job for a long time. I ain't fucking quitting ever, bro. I don't quit. Which is scary but fun. And I won't. I just won't quit, bro. So that comes from the fitness thing, you know. I think the only reason I have that mindset is because it's the same as losing fucking body fat and shit. You don't get to your goal when you quit, but you always get there if you keep going. So it's instilled from me from losing weight. And I've got to be fucking grateful for that, because yeah, this shit is testing. I'm gonna listen to you today, my bro. I'm gonna listen to you. The only thing that I like here was that long, but then the same contradicting short is here of this inverse. So I mean, there's more displacement to the downside, you know what I mean? So I said I would have taken more, but we'll see. I'll play with my original idea that I saw, which is here. I'm not gonna take anything, but honestly, life's pretty fucking good, bro. Oh, good, bro. I appreciate you fucking joining, my man. Like, honest, bro. I hope you're well, and hopefully I'll see you sometime soon, my man. Fucking have to appreciate you. But yeah, life is pretty good, bro. Honestly. So what's happened since last year? Lost all my money. Fucking, we got evicted out of our rental property that we're living in for 6 years. Not evicted for any bad reason. Just the owners sold it, and then the new people that bought it wanted to move in. So we got evicted. You know, not evicted rudely, but evicted. And then that ended up being the best blessing in disguise, because I've gone from sleeping in a lounge room to sleeping in a bedroom, and now I fucking live in a quite a nice house. Got my own balcony, got my own fucking view that looks at like a fucking park, and there's no houses behind, which is right here, right here. And so is my mum's dream. We used to lived in units our whole life. My mum's 63, and she couldn't walk upstairs and shit anymore, so we live in a ground floor double-story house, which she always wanted, bedrooms upstairs and fucking whatnot. So somehow, trading aside, I've actually achieved one of my life goals so far, which is to move my mum into a house, and yeah, fulfill that for her and me. So honestly, 12 months of shit turned, and 1 month it just like all flipped around. Started doing what I want to do again, trading. Made my mum happy, she loves it, but she's like, every day she's like doing things that she's always wanted to do. Gardening and fucking all these sorts of things. And she's doing alright, so. I'm just trying, I did a lot of internal work last year. You know, spiritual stuff, mental stuff, physical. Got in the best shape that I've ever been in. You guys already know that I got in pretty good shape, but I'm in even better shape now. So I just fucking turned every L that I could possibly have copped. You know, could have been worse, could have been better, but every L that I did cop, I managed to turn into a W, and I'm grateful, bro. Super, super grateful. That's enough about me, bro. What about you? What's new? What's old? What's the same? I like this double stacked inversion here on the 3. We've retraded, so inverse, retraded that inversion, have a following inversion. So then technically off this, the target will be here. Now this becomes, for me, trap short sellers. Stop here. So I'll probably see this continue higher. And then I'd like to see some of this liquidity go. Selling lemonade. Fuck. How'd you get into that, bro? I mean, whatever works, bro. Whatever works. Bro's a fucking full-on businessman, and I love it. Oh. Oh, taking lands and making lemonade. What does it mean? It means you're doing well? What do you mean when life gives you lemons? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, bro. Honestly, the most important things for me last year was just getting closer to fucking God, to be honest, bro. Positive self-talk, positive self-belief, getting closer to God, leaning on God when I need, praying for the things that I want, actually writing down every single day the things that I'm grateful for and the things I want to achieve. And that's one of the best things. You know, there's only 3 of you here watching, but, you know, I'm not sure who's older or younger than me, but I guess it still applies. If you don't do it, every day I write on 2 pages. On the left, I write everything I want, as if I already have it. And then on the right, I write everything I have, because I already have it. And that's a contradiction between affirmations and gratitude. And it keeps me wanting more out of life, wanting more out of myself, but also being fucking completely okay with where I am now. And by grateful, I mean grateful for the bad, the good, everything. I'm grateful for days where I achieve nothing, because they show me, you know, what good days, how important good days really are, you know what I mean? I'm grateful for days when things go poorly, because they're lessons and opportunities to learn and grow, to develop. And I'm grateful for good days, because that's what you really want. And there's no such thing as a bad day, but it's perspective. Right on, as the message that you just said came through. Yeah, it's legitimately just perspective. Everything in life. Whatever you're going through PLV, there is a frame of mind that makes it positive. You know what I mean? You might not see it now, and even though I'm saying it, you still might not feel it. But for me, everything that I went through, losing all money, quitting my jobs, all these things, like now to be able to, well, I guess I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm here. I'm doing the thing that I want to be doing, so I can't be mad. I cannot be mad. But perspective is everything. And positive perspective will really shape shape life in the best way. Like I've learned to enjoy bad days and dislike good days. That's, yeah. Like, am I better? Am I trying to be better? Did I do something that will make me better? But for me now, like my cycle is like this: good day, bad day, good day, bad day. And in trading, this could be profit day, loss day, profit day, loss day. In life, this could be, you know, ticked all my goals, did everything I needed to, was lazy, didn't achieve anything. But this is like a cycle that continuously happens. And so when I'm on these days, I get excited because I know that this day is here. But when I'm on these days, I stay very grounded because I know that this day is here, ready for me. And unfortunately, it makes good days feel less enjoyable, but it makes bad days feel much better. And I think that's a pretty good trade. I think that's a pretty good trade. It's framing it for yesterday's trades. Even yesterday, this short was like, that I was it was the right idea, but again, I'm just waiting for the 630. It's a bit stupid. Which sucks. But based on this, come down. We've pretty much inversed all of this. This is a strong inverse down here. Bullish. I'd love to see us claim above here. Only thing I don't like is about how tight we've been for the last 6 15-minute candles, which does tell me that there's expansion ready to come through. But again, yesterday I made the mistake of honestly rushing into that trade. So if I don't take anything now, I'll just take something in London. PLV, what do you reckon of this risk protocol I'm following? I'm not sure if I already ran it past you, but the idea, which although it's been poor, I am sticking to. My trading hasn't been the best, of course, but I'm gonna follow this. In chart data you can answer as well, but the idea is limiting my downside on days where I'm not in sync or I'm rushing because I have a tendency to overtrade. And then on days where I might have, you know, been right and wrong, still make money. And days where I really am in sync or understanding, I can really dial in those days, you know, and then one of these days offsets 3 of these bad days. Hey, you're on a funded account, so still W. Still set the bearish example though. And to be honest, in hindsight, displacement here is much stronger than this displacement. So this is probably more telling. Yeah, mean reversion sort of thing. Crazy solo though. Still no long PL. Yeah, nice. There's no right way to trade. Every way works. It just has to make sense to us. The thing is, if you have a personal account that's big enough anyway, the props are very unnecessary. Like I actually don't need to be trading a prop account either. Like I have 10k that I can afford to just put into a live account and trade the same way I would if these 50ks were funded. But I just don't think I'm consistent enough yet to be able to do that. But there is no difference. There is actually no difference. 2k drawdown. There's no such thing as, you know, end of day drawdown. You just have your 10k drawdown and it is what it is. No consistency, nothing. Yeah, that's a smart way to scale as well. Man, crazy story. Pretty much inversing all of this as well. I wonder if this closes below. That's the thing as well. We definitely neglect how good a $500 day is. And realistically, on a 10k account, if I had the full drawdown and I was risking, say, $200 a trade, it's 2%, right? Which is quite reasonable. And trying to make plus 300. In a good trading month, you can start scaling that pretty easily. Strong inversion here as well. Bit of contradiction right now. Yeah, we just need. That's like my mistake as well. Well, was my mistake. Really trying to shoot for the stars before I have the consistency. Yeah, nice. Good to spread risk as well. That way you limit your downside and you protect your accounts. I like that idea. I, for some reason, have a fucking massive tendency to just, you know, always copy trade 5 accounts. So my downside risk is always so fucking high, but, you know, the time I got scammed 30k, I was trading 20 accounts, like, it definitely isn't smart, but it's not, if I start working it out, you know, I've skipped maybe the step of being scared to risk a lot of money because I've done it so many times. But I've also had the other contrasting side of fucking not being able to trade at all, which, you know, when you get taken out of the game and you can't play is the worst part. If I could go back and change one thing, it would be to, you know, when I quit my job, scale from a small scale. And just for context, like I was trading 7 straight to funded Tradeify accounts on copy trade and blowing them in 2 days. And they were 550 USD per account. I was spending 3.5k USD, blowing them in 2 days, which is fucking 5,000 to 6,000 Australian dollars more than people's monthly salaries. And I was okay with this at the time. Crazy to think about, but it just is. It is what it is. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like now, I'm in 5 Topstep accounts at $49 a pop. Yeah, I got to pay activation fee, and people say it's probably dumb because they have an no activation for 90. It's not my concern. My concern is keeping my costs as low as possible by trading these at 250 USD all in, and just getting to the profit target, and then paying the activation fee, and then knowing that I am funded at that point, and then doing the same thing again. Like that's my plan. At this rate, if I'm trading these with the right risk, for me to learn and refine my trading at $250 USD compared to 6k Australian in 2 days, for me that's a big improvement. I'm not making money yet, but it's a big improvement. But same as you, Chad, losing money, as we all know, is what has to happen. Like it has to. There might be the 1 in 100 or the 1 in 1,000 that comes into it, and they could be 19 years old and they just get it from the start. Yeah, it's some of the people I follow on X and mentors that I've learnt off, like $2 million payouts, $3 million payouts, 1.4 million a week, and I don't think people fathom it unless you've actually been like doing it. But I've been like profit trading with mentors who, like, for example, Trader Kane took 2.4 mil, and I was in his mentorship, and he was live streaming. He wouldn't live stream every trade, which I think, you know, it's how most people do it. And I'm not in that. Like I'm here to stream just for free on YouTube and fucking improve myself. But he did the whole journey. You know, I saw it from when he said I activated these accounts to getting 2.4 mil, and then getting paid out. He was on the call with us, video calls in Dubai, and the fucking bank account thing, and it was just like crazy. I seen Lanto do 100k on Topstep in 1 day. Crazy. So yeah, almost have to expect that this could continue to this low. I have to believe that I will, otherwise it will never be worth it. Alright, so look, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with Apex directly charted, but generally people agree that they do have some of the stricter rules, and they generally are a bit more unreasonable, I'd say the word is, when it comes to sometimes getting paid out, and they might find dumb reasons that are still under their rules and guidelines, but it sounds stupid in practice. But if you do follow their rules, you will get paid. That's one thing with Apex. Topstep has been around for as long as Apex, and it probably, like, recently it's changed. They're getting quite a lot of hate and throwback, but they are probably the market leader in the future space, and that's why I still back them. Their rules are simple. They don't have all these account types, and, you know, they just have every single prop firm is pretty much based their model off Topstep. But there is better options these days. This is a fucking crazy one, so my word, I can't get involved in this. Only this. Just come for this low, real aggressive. It is just dying. We're in a bearish market, so I mean, I don't know why I would be expecting us to trade so high, but anyway. But these are my prop firms. Give me one sec. Let me open up my second account, my second screen. So Topstep has been around for a while, 12 years funding futures traders. So they're really up there, they're really established. Tradeify, I back. Like, these, for me, Tradeify is like top tier. And they just do everything right. They have different account types, really cool ones, daily payouts, flex payouts, one data pass type accounts, no consistency in funded type accounts. They're called Lucid, really good. Alpha futures, really good, been established. My funded futures been around for a long time. FundedNext, TakeProfit, and Apex. So, without going and harping on too much about it, look the screen again. The main differences are Topstep have a simple evaluation. You know, no consistency on funded. Drawdown is slightly different. They're all very similar. This is the thing. Like, they all have the same offering. They all just have something that will appeal to one person more or less. The real big draw to Apex is the low barrier to entry. Like, the fact that you can, it's really good. It's really good on Topstep. But a lot of other firms now have implemented it, so it's almost not even like a value thing. Now, the big difference with Apex is that after a certain amount of payouts, your payouts are definitely uncapped. Like, I don't think people understand that if you get one 50k account that costs you $20 on a 90% off sale on Apex, and for some reason you manage to run that up to a fucking $900,000 following their rules, like, they will more than likely pay you out. Or obviously they'll throw back maybe, but they'll more than likely pay you out if you follow all their rules and you turn that 2.5k drawdown 50k account into 500k. After 4 or 6 payouts, I forget what it is, they'll pay you out the full 400, which Topstep ain't doing. So this is what I mean. They all have their little different things. Obviously, intraday trading drawdown is the biggest negative to Apex. You know what I mean? With Topstep, you know, if I make $400 today and then I lose $300, I'm up plus 100 on the day, and that's it. If I lose $400, my drawdown will just go down by 400. There's no fluctuations as your trade moves up and down. But yeah, I don't know if that helps. Shot that. Hopefully it does. There's 50% consistency on the eval though, so you know on Apex, you can just slam massive size past the account, get funded, and then worry about your actual risk and following your system, whatever. With Topstep, you do have to sort of have a bit of an idea of how you're trading to get the account funded. If you're lucky, you do it in 2 days, gambling in 2 days, but the likelihood is obviously lower. One thing I do know a lot about is the game, I guess, the offerings, the differences, and like I could speak for fucking 5 hours on the benefits or negatives to every prop firm and their account offerings, because I understand them, but again, it almost, my word almost holds no value because I don't have a track record or anything to prove it. So that's why I'm more concerned on just trading myself, improving that, and then you know, still trying to offer that info where I can. But yeah. Best place to do research on new prop firms is definitely X. Like Instagram and TikTok are some of the worst places to gather like big payout information and actual prop firm issues and news and new accounts, everything like that. Twitter or X is by far the best place. CEOs will post on there daily or quite frequently, telling you what changes they're making, what's coming. People will post issues when they have an issue with a payout, and people will gain traction, and then everyone's tagging the CEO. And this doesn't apply to every prop firm, but you know, Topstep, Tradeify, Lucid, all those types of prop firms. And then Apex, when there's like maybe an issue, there's people that are like Apex reps that sometimes people try to like help people out. So it's a good place. Like if you have an X account on Twitter, it's quite important. See V-share recovery happening. Yeah, if you ever need help, my man, feel free to. But obviously, maybe the stream's the only place you know me, but if you've got me on Instagram or anything, feel free to just DM me. If you're ever ready to buy an account, you want to ask a question. I like to be helpful any way that I can. I know, hand on my heart, I know I'm not a shit trader, but I'm not the trader that should be looked up to for trading ability. Anything else, I'd say I'm pretty knowledgeable. I'm confident to say that. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate you as well. So this is that old 15-minute that I marked out earlier that's providing support. There is potential for full V shape back to this high, but this sell is so aggressive that I would find it personally difficult to get involved here confidently picking a direction. I retested this 5,000 maybe as a potential area, lining up with this EMA here. If we reject here and get displacement back down, maybe I'll take like a short here for 1.5. But that's the only thing I can see now that I would possibly take risk for in this session. That would sort of be the midpoint of the 15-minute gap if it prints. Sort of 50% of this range. So I'll see. I'm not going to rush anything. I mean, technically, as a continuation trade of this, I can't take any 2000 inversion. Like if this closes aggressively through here, this would almost validate a trade ID, but I just gotta work with my parameters I've set up. So like, taking one loss a day is really restricting, because if your first trade is a loss, it almost writes off your whole day as an ability to trade. But if that forces me to be more patient and disciplined, I'm okay with that for now. Technically we got a minor close underneath here, but not really it's engulfing, but it's not a displacing. This wiki is providing support and we're bouncing back off it, so I wouldn't say this is necessarily a strong place. It's not a bad idea. So what that looked like. One loss. The only thing that I'm trying to avoid is how many trades I'm taking a day. You know what I mean? Because then this starts allowing me to have 2 losses. Obviously it's the same outcome as 300. 1 win followed by 1 loss would be 75. 2 wins would be 450. It's the same. But then because I'd be doing that, I'd have to allow myself to take 3 trades. Which would then make me 7, 6, 7, 5. Sorry, this just looks like mumbo jumbo. People are fucking probably like, what the fuck is he doing? Anyway, 1 loss, 1 win. 2 losses, stop. 1 win, 1 loss. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. It's a lot of money. My degen tendencies come into this because I also personally, and it's nothing against you, but I don't want to be stuck on the eval account for so long. You know what I mean? But in terms of being able to take a loss and continue trading, I do like it. I don't earn any affiliate income at the moment. I'll be honest. This is true. But yeah, like obviously that's no stranger to anyone anymore. Affiliate income is number one. I'll tell you one thing, affiliate income is super important to actually allow the prop firm to fucking sustain. Like by directly helping people get into trading to make money, it thus allows the prop firm to make money, which allows them to pay out traders and be a prop firm that pays out traders. So it's like a full circle thing, you know what I mean? I am not on the fence of plugging my stuff yet, you know what I mean? I have Tradeify there because Tradeify was nice enough to actually say that my branding and content is actually really inspiring. And they like me, and they gave me my own code, which not many people get straight away. And I like Tradeify, but I will get a code with all props because, you know, I want everyone to win, and I want to do cool things, giveaways, and you know, I'm doing a giveaway on Instagram just for hitting 1,000 followers because why the fuck not? Like I don't need to do a giveaway. I'm not making money from trading. I don't have a job. I'm just doing it for fun. Because people help me, I want to help back, and I live for that shit, you know what I mean? Ideally, I want to be like, my goal is to be like a person that doesn't charge for anything. If I start making money in trading, I want to give away knowledge for, you know, for free, for as long as I can. Obviously, I make like fucking $5 million, and, you know, but even then, like, wouldn't you think that if you're such a good trader and you gave away so much info for free, you would naturally, this is how I think they would naturally, people would be drawn to you anyway. So like I hate seeing a trader that has grown a bit of traction or gotten like 50k in payouts, and like I know that there's one Aussie trader who I really actually think is a good trader, but then someone messaged me saying that his course, I said like I recommended him to someone, and they said that his course is $4,000, and I think that's just rude. Like if you've made 100k in payouts, you're not a guy that should be charging 5k for a course. And so many people are gonna think that it's the golden ticket to their fucking future. Yeah, and this is how life works, right? I've given even mates plenty of free information that maybe they've gone and paid for eventually, and then it's the same info, but because they paid for it, they place more value on it. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just how people work. Like when you pay for something, you have a financial attachment to it, so you then place emphasis that you need to make money back out of it, which I completely understand. I completely understand that, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. This is a really nice pushback into this 5,000 level, and a nice close here. So I mean, really, I should be executing on this. Although that there's no, if there was an inversion here and it closed under, I'd fucking love that. Like if this was an inversion and we claimed this, I'd love it. But we have no inversion. Because this is like really nice for continuation. Pushed into here, touched into this area. Playing with this EMA and VWAP, 50%. First V bottom longers, like a lot of confluence. I'll see if we can get some sort of inversion to form through this area, and I might take. Yeah, there is. There is a lot of bad free info because it costs nothing to give information. It costs nothing. Don't get me wrong, I really thought when I first got scanned 46,000 USD at that time, this was a long time ago before everyone and their dog wanted to be fucking run a course in a Discord. And I'm like, you know what, I'm like 1 year into this and I got to a point where I'm taking a 30k USD payout. Well, I didn't get paid it, but I really thought that I had the skill. But in hindsight, like I would be in no place to teach people how to trade. Fair enough, if you're costing $200, $300, $400 in payouts and you've got good expenses that are low, fair enough. But and that might change that whole thing where I don't, like, you know, if I get to that point and I think that I have valuable knowledge to share, then obviously to be able to continue doing, you know, teaching things, your time is, I completely understand the business side of your time is worth something, which is more so where people charge, is that understanding that their time is worth money. Not that they should charge for their information, but I guess it just annoys me when someone with minimal success, or not minimal success, but not enough of a track record where they're in an authoritative position is charging so much. So back to my point, I'd like to be providing free game for as long as possible and continue to do so and hopefully reap the rewards of being a good person. Yes, and this is also true. No one needs to pay $4,000 for a course. No one needs to pay $300 a month for a mentor. No one needs to do these things. It is just, yeah, everything we need is up here. I definitely have all the information I need to be a successful trader. That's why for me, I'm just enjoying this little part of consistency where I can comfortably take one trade or one loss a day and stop. Like, I'm already enjoying this. Because as hard as it was to get off yesterday, I had no real desire to come back and lose more money. And although it sucked yesterday to have FOMO'd into a trade and taken something super early, it felt very nice to wake up today knowing that I have the ability to come today and just trade. Now, I don't usually trade the 1,000, but I'd like to see if this plays out. This is the only inversion that actually, you know, in the area has displacement, sharp manipulation above this high, and then we've reclaimed quickly below it. I do this a lot. I throw positions up on the fucking thing. The only one that matters is the one that you take. I've got imposter syndrome as well. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Even when I first got into trading, like I was trading with Apex 4 years ago, and I was only trading like 4 accounts, but one account individually. And I got to pay out on the first time I got my PAs on 3 accounts, and I blew them. I didn't realize, but it was like 7.5k USD. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I got 7.5k in payouts from fucking Apex because it didn't. But like I do have a track record with getting payouts. And this was much earlier in my journey than now. And even this as a trade idea, the problem that I'm seeing right now, and it's not because it's going up, but it just has allowed me to see that I am now looking at a time frame that isn't part of my system. You know, I don't look at the 1,000 for entries. So when you take this out and then go back to the 2,000, which is the lowest time frame, is there enough information here to be in a trade? No, so I shouldn't, even if this would hit TP or hit stop loss. I shouldn't even be allowing my mind to see this as a potential idea. As for momentum, it makes sense. But as for the rules of following the system, it doesn't make sense. Look, I'm probably one of the only people that you'll see fucking really using these. Like, you probably join a lot of streams or people who subscribe and they never ever use this. So I might be the retard that does this. But from my understanding and knowledge, if I could only trade one of these for the rest of my life, it'd be the 5,000 tip chart. And the reason is, number one, if I just look at a tip chart for what it is, I just want to see, like, when you look at this area and price here, right, these are not based on time. So, as you already said that, right? But for one of these candles to form, for this candle here to open, push up and close at the low, this means that 5,000 orders opened here, within that 5,000 orders, push price up here, and those 5,000 orders close price down here. So this tells me, regardless of if this took 1 hour or 1 minute, 5,000 orders push this candle from this price to this price after rejecting up here. So with that information, what you find is when you start looking at how the actual candles form, I'm trying to simplify my trading. You find areas of rejection and support and continuation and support and rejection and support and pivots and pivots and pivots and pivots. It sounds easy when you look at it from a visual aspect, but to my understanding, this is orders moving the market, not time. And so what that means for me is that I like it, number one, to find really strong points of reversals, but also take time out of the equation, because especially in sessions like here in Asia, it might not. This is the thing. I got imposter syndrome chart that, so it could be the worst thing that I've been using, and if I went back to the 3-minute chart, it could start working. But the only thing that I know, on this 5,000 tick chart today, in the first 3.5 hours of our trading session, we had 26 bars, right? If I then go back to yesterday's and find the same 3 hours and 30 minutes, we only had 18 bars. So yesterday, we did have less orders in the first 3.5 hours of the session, right? With consolidation, previous day before that, first 3.5 hours, even less, right? 17 bars. So it helps me know if, you know, there's not that many 5,000 tick closes or 2,000 tick closes. Probably going to be a lower probability session, whereas today we're moving extremely cleanly because we are printing those candles much quicker, and there's more orders getting, you know, this 18 bars here, then we have these moving here, so there's volume. And then just from a candle, you know, we just look at what's actually happening. You have these massive hammers I really like to look for. So this candle here, it's an engulfing hammer. It's traded back into and sends price lower. And we have the same bullish engulfing hammer on the upside. Once we take this low, then we push up from it. Same here. We have a really big bullish candle that gets sold back through and then inversed. You know, engulfing hammer here, or just an engulfing candle in general, and then we trade lower. Like I say, for me, I really understand this chart. I understand it. Does it mean I make money with it? No. But I understand it, and I really like it, so I'm gonna stick to it. And if I take my tick charts away, then I'm fucked. So I really have belief that this is, you know, even here, like I said, this 5,000 inversion is a magnet for price. I marked this box out, you guys saw me do that. We traded back into it. We don't have the inversion, but you know, on the 1,000 it looks nice. If this then, you know, inverses this strongly and we close lower, well, that's the thing. If you can combine it with a system that, like, you understand, then I think it's got a lot of potential. And they don't have to be big moves. You know, whether you're taking an inversion close or whether you're just taking these engulfing ones, you can catch 1-to-1 Rs, like, pretty much all day long if you're patient enough. And a lot of people do trade this sort of thing on like a 5-minute chart. They just trade like what POV was saying, CESDs, or, you know, hard closes underneath, let's say a trend line, and they're just looking for this exact thing, where a hard closure, 5-minute closure, and they just take this, and then this is all that they need to take a trade, whether they wait for the fair value gap or they just take the close, and they just trade that. There's people that trade all these different things. But for me, when I'm on this 5,000 tick, I just really like the information that it provides. Like, we'll go back to 2 days ago. Huge bullish rip-off open, we'll retrade the 5,000 tick. We'll get this little pivot support, push up, push down, and then it's instantly bought back through. And once we take this high, you don't get any bearish candles, right? Nothing suggesting that there's bears in until this one. And what's this candle? This is the top of the day. I'm not trading this well at the moment. But once we get this and we sell back through, and we get this pivot, we push back up into the 50%. Reject, and then the same thing. We get that, and then we get a confirmation, and then we continue. And then once we get underneath the EMA, what am I looking for? Then I want to see the EMA support that down. Rejection on the EMA, support it down. Rejection on the EMA, support it down. Rejection on the EMA, support it down. Push up, push down, back, EMA, rejection. It seems so easy in hindsight, but it ain't. But then in this real time, as this is happening, like if I delete all drawings here, right, and I just look at this, now in hindsight, this session. Pivot, high, low, rejection, sell down, pivot. I did talk about this VWAP and EMA with this rejection here, and we get the hard closure. Now boys, if this close here sells to this low, you heard it here first, I'm going to be profitable this year. If it doesn't, I'm still going to be profitable this year. But it makes sense. It makes sense. It does make sense. It makes sense to me. And like I said, if I don't know if I should have a rule where if I don't see a 2000 inverse, if there's a really clean 1000 I can take, because I believe this trade would have hit already, right? This 1000 that I said I was considering taking, whether it was on this close here or they would play back into. But 1.5 I sits in here. That's all I want to take. Fibs work the same. The thing with Fibs, right? Because Fibonacci is based on price itself, not ticks. So it wouldn't matter if it's a tick or a time frame chart. Like, whether it's a 3-minute chart, price was still here, pushed up here and pushed down here. Whether it was a 5,000 tick chart, price was still somewhere in here, pushed up here. It doesn't affect the fib. Either way, you're gonna have highs to lows, 50% retracements, and then playing. Again, my biggest issue is knowing that I have a good understanding of the market here. You guys saw that. Whoever has been watching since I joined up. I have a good read, and I played. Again, I just need to execute, because this is the problem, is my fear of execution. And I don't know if that's because the 1000 tick isn't necessarily part of my system. If there's no 2000, now this technically invalidates me, the ability for me to take a trade this session now, because any trade that I take now would be as a result of not making money. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy to see the system work out in real time. Whether it wasn't technically the system because this was a 1000 inverse, or if it is because it's a continuation, 50%, 5000, whatever else. But thankfully for Cam Bam, my brother, that I haven't acknowledged, but I didn't know you came in here and I've been thinking about you, that I will be trading in London. So it's always fun. But like, I'm gonna spend my whole year perfecting this thing, and I'm gonna have my own fucking system. And this 5000 tick chart is gonna be the reason that I, start making some fucking money from this shit, bro. Like, consistently. Because the proof is there. Like, I see this work every single day. Every day I come and I see, like yesterday, the loss that I took, Cam spectated the trade. I took a trade in here with no external sweep. Now, the first external sweep technically comes here, right? The only inversion here is right here, but I wouldn't say that this is a good inversion to take. So whether it's this inversion, this external, or this external, if I'm playing a reversal, this is an external because there's, high, lower high, so then it becomes external. This is quite a strong inversion. Whether that's a high or here, but a 1.5 hours here. If it's this one, again, not the strongest inversion here, but the displacement is telling. So what do? We trade lower, we trade back into that inversion, and we rip lower. And we rip lower all fucking day, right? This is like, it's not how to find tops and bottoms, but genuinely, it is like, I see this shit happen over and over and over again. I just have to get better at spotting it. and executing on it, because whether I take this close, whether I take the retrade, but even if I take this hard close, you know, being able to be done here when the market moves, like, you know, how minuscule is this trade in the grand scheme of things. I don't need to be right about this whole thing. And that's what I've learned from Trader Kane, is that I just need to be right about getting into the trade when the system presents itself. And then what you find, even after this is the original trade ID, inversion, continuation, EMA, close under, stop at high, 1.5 hour. Trade up, trade up, trade up, trade up, no inversion here. Again, maybe if there's a 1000 or something, but regardless. Here, no, here, no. Maybe here you could classify, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that, you know, there's periods of, you know, places where it inverses and delivers, inverses and delivers, inverses and delivers, inverses and delivers. This is all in hindsight, but it's everywhere, you know, it's everywhere. And this is just a simple 5,000 continuation, you know, 5,000, I want to see the actual pivots happening. Like, I want to see this pivot happening to suggest that I want to see lower price. I want to see this to see that it's retrading into here. And then I want to see this rejection to know that we are going to continue here. They're all things that I need to be more wary of so I can execute better on them. But again, now this real-time thing now becomes hindsight, but I didn't execute on it. I appreciate that chart there. I was just rambling on for a bit there. Yeah, that's even like something I know. Like there's some things I say in these streams that are fucking gems. Not just for myself, not just for maybe anyone that's watching, but they're gems for just somebody, one person. Yeah. London sessions 2 to 8, 5 8. Yeah, London's mad for us. It's either 7 p.m. or it's 5 p.m. depending on the time zone. 5 p.m. sick, because you can trade for those first 2 hours, make money, lose money. 7 p.m. go out, got all night ahead of you. Asia, 10 a.m. or midday, like, it's great. It's great, it's great. And I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, you know, it all starts to materialize. But for me, I don't mind, like, I don't really plug my stream either. I just post content that I think is helpful on Instagram and TikTok. And then YouTube for me is my just streaming and documenting myself. I think there's a lot of benefit to knowing that I'm showing up every day, and either whether I take, like yesterday I started the trade that I took off stream, but I joined the stream and explained the trade, and I want to be able to have this public track record that I don't think many people are doing, where every single thing from starting the accounts to idea to getting to a power is done, so people know. And if it takes longer than it needs to, then it, you know, it is what it is. But that's my goal. And yes, micro adjustments, small things, you know, changing from a 1.5R to 1.6. Different things can be done over time. But for me, the main thing is that thing I outlined earlier, $300 max risk per day, which equates to one trade at the moment. I will run my own numbers on what you said, being able to take 2 trades a day with the reduced risk. I'm gonna brainstorm with that. But if I can control this input, keep this where it is and then get better at executing this, because Cam knows the day that I took that winning trade, I hesitated on another winning trade, which would have put me at profit. Yesterday, if I was more patient and waited for a better system to show, you know, I fucking wouldn't have FOMO'd into a trade and, you know, used my L for the day. Today, if I just executed when I really, you know, had framed so many confluences, 50%, continuation, trap liquidity, all these different things, like early buyers, I said, like everything was there. I'm fucking, it's gonna hit this low, and you know, it's like, in hindsight, it seems like free money, you know. Let me look. But yeah, we're gonna catch that load now. What the fuck is this? Did you get to pay out at Apex, but they... No, you need to make 5k. Yeah, fuck. That sucks. But that's not the end of the book. I mean, you're not that far off, no? Oh, that's a bit retarded. Yeah, the 30% consistency is, I mean, I knew that. I don't know if that's common sense or I'm just newer, but yeah. But then if you're only on 32%, you don't need to make 5. I don't know what balance you're on. You only need to bring it down to 30%. So to bring it down by 2.8%, your consistency, your balance only needs to increase by like what? What's your biggest day? It's just your biggest day divided by 30%. That's all you need to get to. Divide that by 30%. Yeah, you only need to make 180 bucks. Because whatever your balance is on currently, that's all you need to make to get your consistency to 30%. Yeah. Because this means that your biggest day is consistent with 30% of your overall balance. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, for example, on Tradeify, to get to a 10k payout, they have 20% consistency. So what does that mean? Sorry, it's times 0.2 when it's the other way around. But it means you can't have a bigger day than $2,000 a day. And that's why it's 5 trading days to pay out. But it's the same with Apex. So like, say your biggest day is fucking 3,200, you divide that by 0. And then you need to get to this balance. If your biggest day is 650, it's that. In your case, specifically, if it's fucking 863, then this is the balance you need to get to abide by the consistency. So that's why it's 32%. You know, if you, whatever number they just used, that's why. Because your balance is this, or obviously with the other percentage numbers here, whatever. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. Just take a photo of this. I'm like I hate being that guy that's like said I'm right, but like I'm fucking so uber confident that this is how it works. I guarantee if you make $250 and then you request, there's no reason why you should get denied on that one. Because that's what they're saying. Alright, nah. I don't care about being right. I just want to help you out, bro. I mean, you're at payout, bro, so fuck it up. Congratulations. You're not there, but you know, I'm gonna say it. Can't fuck this up, bro. You got the drawdown, you got everything there. Bro's a fucking full-time detailer and he's making money from Apex. I rate it. I love it. Man, this is a nice trade, hey. This is a super nice trade. And this is the Asia session. It's awesome, dude. Well, yeah, just shoot for a $250 day and then request your payout. This is the thing, boys. I don't just detach from money. I've like detached from the money, but also haven't. Yeah. I'm thinking it. I'm not gonna say it. I've done that. I done that when I was fucking tilting on Apex that week that I lost 500 fucking email accounts. I was doing the 150Ks and I got to 158.7K. And then I needed $300. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just put 10 minis on. And I blew them. And then tilted. So definitely don't do that. Man, market is moving like fucking butter today. Like, this is just sick. It's the days that you live for to see it. But it's so true that like your next 5 trades can be losses and you just need to stay channeled. There's nothing guaranteeing. Yeah, so true. And honestly, just trade like a fucking 1-to-1. Trade like a 1-to-1, risking like 50 to 100 bucks. Or just trade the system they got you today in the first place. I just trade what was working. Just de-risk if you don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? But if you're trading fucking 7 RR, just keep doing that. Just risk less. So like on a day where like this, what's good, Yanni, bro? Fucking hell, how you been, bro? On a day where I can like be fucking right about this inversion here, and then catch this continuation, like this should be a double win day that I'm just like printing. You know what I mean? 1.5 by here, 1.5 by here. Call it done for the day. But that's where I need to get to anyway. Fucking oath, bro. Grinding. I was there last year, bro. I know what it's like. It's all gonna be worth it, Yanni, bro. Just stay with the path, bro. Trust in the process. What are you doing now? And yeah, question, answer. The honest answer, Cam, you know this, bro. I'm fucking degenerate, bro. I like living life on the edge. You're right though, you really are right. I think it's just I fucking copy traded for like so long that like, you know. No, I agree with you. It's like it's gonna be a lot easier to just throw 50 bucks away than 250 at a time. I agree with you. It's true. Look, I'll reevaluate what you're saying post either blowing or passing these and copy trade. How about that? And you're gonna be here for the ride anyway, so. Alright, deal. Very high chance I still copy trade 5 because Topstep's quite cheap. But I get you. Like, why don't I just take one trade, if I lose, wait for another trade, take a W. I actually agree with you. And that's probably the best way to pass evals. And I know this. I've thought about this. I'm like, when I used to copy trade 20 accounts on Apex, why didn't I just full pour each account individually and I probably would have passed them. But I'm fucking retarded, so. Yeah, I know. I'm not annoyed, but I'm low-key fucking. I am a DJ, but that's like legitimately why I fucking called myself that. The name's been here a long time, you know that. Nothing's changed. Fucking hell, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. If you're still here, Yanni, my bro, what are you doing? Yeah. Look, I've really toned down the degenality. You know what I mean? No, that's not a word, but degen behavior has definitely been fucking turned down. I used to trade with a lack of abundance of time, thinking that I needed to make money today. Now I'm almost too patient. Because I know I only have one in the chamber to begin the day, and then if I win, I've got two in the chamber. But I'm coming in every day like fucking like this. If I can clock that gun, bang, it's either gonna hit or it's not. And if it does, then no matter what, I end up green. And if it doesn't, then I get to do whatever the fuck I feel like. Which is, honestly, it's too good. It's too good of a life to be unprofitable and have it like this. I don't know why God blesses me so much. I'll be back in a hot second. I'm still here. You boys can feel free to tune out if you'd like, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Again, that EMA, that's the first time we've retested the EMA with that close. So I'd like to see if this holds down for some continuation just to this low. Again, I'm not taking this, but this is just for my own sort of fucking, this is a 2000, so I don't like it as much as the 5000, but the 5000 also closed off the EMA. I'm gonna leave that there. Probably gonna fucking not hit on that one. What about this trim today, boys? My barber niced me the fuck up. It's the best lineup I've gotten in a while. Anyway, we'll be back. That's it. In a second, boys.
put close city under my feet. Neon rice cursive on puddle stone. I tap the tempo to feel less alone. A rooftop hush keeps the skyline still. I chase the downbeat up a winter hill. Door swing club life over the norm. I look across and there you are. You, I don't need a headline, just a hand. Me, I've got a map that's more like sand. If we get lost, let the bass translate. If we're on time, the groove won't wait. Manhattan says move, and we do as one. Two sides of the island, breathing in the drum. From Soho, whispers to the bridges glow. Our footsteps find the melody we both know. Manhattan says stay, and the city agrees. We sign our names and steam on the winter breeze. If this is chance, then chance runs true. Tonight the borough dances us through. Say yes to the light struck snow. Say yes, where the chord steps grow. Say yes to a room that knows we're here, we're warm, we're ready to flow. She coat off, breasts off, shoulder to shoulder, eyes meet eyes, and the night grows bolder. Deep bartender nods, a line finds a rim. We ride the baseline, swim within. Your grin is uptown, your rhythm downtown. I'm a slow smile in a fast town heat. Your laugh paints halos on every face. We're both a postcard nobody can trace. This city rides in steam and steel, but tonight it feels like something we can't steal. A corner booth, a whispered cheese.
Camping my life. I'm just out here fucking gooting on fucking trading. JDB in the chat, bro. That's when I've made it, bro. That's already 3.0 right there. Well, this would have fucking been an L. And again, this is like, why would I take this at the bottom of the range? Fuck knows. Bro, 4.0 hair but straight out. It looks zesty as fuck and I'm fucking here for it. I need to grow my hair out. I can't do it, bro. I just want to go and take it right now. I've got to let go. Got to let go of the old me. Hard goodbye. I read it. It's true. It's true. What am I thinking here now? I don't know, bro. Because, like, the only thing I care about is fucking this and then this continuation. Now it's just like, fucking, what happens here? Do we inverse this whole thing and now come for the high? Do we continue to this low? I don't really like it because we're in the middle of this entire range. That's probably a good rule that I should fucking follow. Still on the VWAP. It's fucking, you can make it shot, look however you want. Today's pretty trendy. if we continue lower. But even if you're wrong, you know, if you're playing the longs, like this is the inversion also worked. This is the inversion is also working. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's why I like the inversion system, because it can still play out even if you're wrong. Hence why I marked this out earlier, and then decided that this would have been a smart short for some reason. But I am going to take a trade this session. This is like the only thing that I should have been involved in. So I'll probably hop off here in about five minutes, and I'll come back in London. If you can. So I can protect my capital. But yeah, chart that. I don't know if you've seen this in real time, but these pivots again, you know, they're strong. They are strong. By saying it out loud, I'm not trying to say that you should change how you trade, but I just gotta keep believing it so I can start executing on it better without hesitation. And I just have to get better at executing it when I see it, because I can't hesitate here and then think that this is now gonna offer. So when I first hopped on, again, without actually looking at where we were, I think we were here when I first hopped on. So I looked at this and I said, oh, this is a good inversion. I said something like this makes sense in hindsight. Terrible trade again. So glad I didn't take that. Zooming out and looking at it holistically. Displacement here, 2000 inversion here. So either this close of this first inversion or the entire inversion as the trade should be the actual system. Because you have external sweep here, you don't get the inversion here, so you wait, you get the inversion here with displacement, and then you get the move delivered with a target of this low. You also have early shorts trapped, which I look for, and then the same thing here if I was playing the long way, but you know, I'll prefer to not take that after seeing this move down. So then for continuation, 50% at least. And then on the 5,000, I marked out this 5,000 inversion, equal gap, which I like. And then the same hammer here. No 2,000 inversion, but I guess when it's this bearish, you know, you have this perfect sweep, high, inverse, push down. I didn't take them. I spoke through this sort of thing here. I did speak through this exact trade here. I spoke through before it happened. Fucking oath, bro. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you, bro. This trade, like this, I narrated to myself and didn't take. I hesitated. I especially hesitated here because there's every reason to be in this trade. On the 5,000, it was a VWAP and EMA retest. It was to pivot inside the, you know, fair value gap as a higher time frame confirmation, and then on the lower time frame, there's more than enough science here. Appreciate you hanging out there. Much love, my man. This is the only other thing that really actually fits the system from a continuation point of view. I wouldn't force anything here. Like, this is already such a big move for Asia. And then you're getting this perfect 50% into the external, back into internal. Higher probability, highest probability, this becomes high probability, this becomes low probability now. Look at the movement there versus here. You know, I wouldn't rush. And then even London, like, we're moving so clean in Asia that London might just be shit to trade today. Doesn't mean it will be, but it might be. I might call it here. 2:30, 2 hours on the dot for the stream. And just recharge for the London session. See if we can catch something. Yeah. Keep to my streaming times. Allow myself to, you know, only allow myself to make money if I've got the mental capacity to do so. So I'm gonna end it here. Cam, fucking JDB, Sharp Dad, Yanni, POV, whoever's still here. Appreciate you all hanging out. But yeah, fucking pretty good race today, honestly. Pretty flowy with the market, which I like. So let's see if London can provide. And yeah, it's not the system that's the problem. It's me. It's the executions and whatnot. And we will work on it every day until we fucking get it right. Fucking hope, boys. I'll see you in a few hours. London session. Here we go. Much love, boys. I'll catch you later. Like the stream. Help me out. I'll be back in. Adios, boys. Catch you later.